Invictus turns out MEG'S catwalk. Veterans hold a grudge against Meghan for $69,000 obscene wardrobe. Over the course of just 3 days, Meghan Markle wore designer outfits that came to an eye-watering amount. As far as subtle signals went, it was a pretty blunt one. When Meghan Markle, Suits star, Toronto resident and bona fide royal girlfriend made her public debut with her titled other half Prince Harry at the 2017 Invictus Games, she turned up wearing a crisp white shirt, the exact style of which was called the husband shirt. It was also relatively affordable. That shirt was $250 and in fact the entire look, including shoes and a very smart leather bag, would set a shopper back $1,472. The contrast between her first Invictus appearance and her turn at this weekend's Invictus Games The Hague could not be more stark. Over the course of 3 days, the now Duchess of Sussex wore at least $69,000 worth of new clothes and jewellery, including one outfit that cost an estimated $19,035, not including any of her jewellery. The word that comes to mind here for me is simply, yuck. There's conspicuous consumption and there is this retail orgy which would make even the blackest of black American Express cards creak and buckle. The Invictus Games are for wounded, injured and sick armed forces personnel who are either still serving or who are veterans. Last year, The Mirror in the UK reported, thousands of veterans are struggling to get government payouts for injuries caused in service, with some facing poverty and suicide over the issue. So too, in December last year SAFA, the British Armed Forces charity, launched a campaign to raise awareness about the alarming and increasing number within the armed forces community, who are experiencing financial hardship and food poverty. And yet on Friday, to attend a welcome event at the US Embassy in The Hague, the Duchess strolled in wearing a $7,211 white Valentino suit with a matching $4,626 Valentino bag. She had also brought with her a stunning camel coat which she lent to a competitor to keep her baby warm. I know, really lovely, right? And which has been reported to be a Ralph Lauren number which would set one back $7,198. That's a $19,035 look if you are playing along at home, which is more than half of the estimated $36,775 pension a retired British private would receive annually. Day 2 of the Games saw the 40-year-old bust out 3 looks. For her third day, she again wore 3 get-ups, including jeans and a Brandon Maxwell jacket costing $2,986, an $884 blazer and a blue shirt, and then finally a $8,164 Valentino dress. Anyone else a bit dizzy? Anyone else feel a bit queasy at just so much money being so blatantly thrown around? That said, while strict rules dictate that working members of the royal family can't accept freebies, these days Meghan could, if she so chose, grab all the sponcon she fancied. The thing I want to know is, what is Meghan trying to prove? We know she's wealthy, innately stylish and could have every fashion house in the world on the phone in a trice, salivating at the chance to create pieces especially for her. But why turn an event which is meant to be about celebrating the strength and the spirit of men and women who have given so much for their countries into a one-woman catwalk? What is also interesting is that if you take a look at most of the photos from the 3 days that the Duchess of Sussex was at the Games, while she was wandering about in what looked like half of Harvey Nichols' stock, the rest of the attendees were nearly uniformly in jeans, t-shirts or tracksuits. Is it any coincidence that there is a reported crew of 30 from Netflix capturing every one of the Sussexes' hugs, smiles and touching moments? This trip bears a strong resemblance to the Duke and Duchess New York dash in September last year when Meghan wore one eye-wateringly costly get-up after another. The Daily Mail, at the time, claimed that TV cameras were also following the duo then too as they rolled around the city in a fleet of big black SUVs having very important meetings. Black SUVs